The Tale of the Golden Mangoes. Once in ancient India, there was a serene village surrounded by lush forests and tranquil rivers. In this village lived a wise and compassionate Buddha who was highly revered by all. His teachings were simple yet profound, guiding people towards a path of peace and enlightenment. One day, a wealthy merchant from a neighboring kingdom visited the village. He had heard of the Buddha's wisdom and wished to test it. The merchant brought with him a large basket of golden mangoes, renowned for their unparalleled sweetness and rarity. He announced that he would give these mangoes to anyone who could answer a particular question correctly. The question was, what is the most precious thing in the world? Many villagers attempted to answer, each offering their perspective: love, wealth, health, and even knowledge. But the merchant found none of these answers satisfactory. He decided to consult the Buddha, hoping that the wise sage could provide the answer he sought. When the merchant arrived at the Buddha's humble dwelling, he presented the golden mangoes and posed the question. The Buddha smiled gently and invited the merchant to sit down. He then asked the merchant to tell him about his journey and his life experiences. The merchant began recounting his tales of wealth and power, describing his vast fortunes and successful ventures. But as he spoke, he grew increasingly discontented. Despite his material success, he felt an emptiness inside, a longing for something that his wealth could not fulfill. The Buddha listened attentively and then asked, "In your life, have you ever experienced true joy and contentment?" The merchant paused and admitted that while he had enjoyed many luxuries, he had never truly found lasting happiness. The Buddha then told the merchant a simple yet profound story. Once, in a distant land, there was a king who was deeply loved by his people. Despite his vast kingdom and immense wealth, the king was known for his humility and kindness. One day, the king invited a renowned sage to his court and asked him, "What is the most precious thing in the world?" The sage replied, "The most precious thing in the world is not something you can buy or possess. It is the ability to give selflessly and the joy that comes from seeing others happy." The king was initially puzzled, but he decided to test the sage's wisdom. He began sharing his wealth with his people, helping those in need and spreading kindness throughout his kingdom. As he did so, he found a deep sense of fulfillment and joy that he had never experienced before. He realized that the true treasure lay not in material wealth, but in the act of giving and the happiness it brought to others. The Buddha concluded, "The most precious thing in the world is not wealth or power, but the love and compassion we share with others. It is the joy of giving selflessly and the contentment that arises from seeing